Hello, everybody, and welcome to an impromptu reading for Saturday. This is a full moon today. I thought it'd be a great day to just check in on the energy. I always try to do these pre-recorded, and they're not fun for me, so I like to go live. And today I thought I'd give a little bit of a perk to the members here. So it's a members-only chat, but it'll be available to everybody. I hope you all are doing well. Let's dig into the cards here and see what's in store for us. We're going to look at past, present, and future energies, depending on the time that I have and also the feedback that I'm seeing. I may also kind of do a quick card for each of the elements. Welcome, everybody. I like to keep these a little bit faster paced than a typical reading, and I'm going to try to keep this one around 10 to 15 minutes. They always end up going longer, but we'll try. Everybody that's here can receive a message, so just tune in. We're all experiencing the full moon, so I like to kind of go general to specific, and then again, maybe I will take a look at the elements after this. All right, so past influences, present opportunities here, and what's opening up. It's actually pretty good energy all around. A lot of productivity here with the Three of Pentacles. Let's begin with past influences. So the Fool for me is generally one of the best and most auspicious cards that we can get when we're starting new things. A reversed Fool can say some of you are taking a step back to get just to kind of get a full view of what's going on in your life. You may have also gotten off to a false start, or things are going slower than you want. Today is a great day to reflect. Look at the full moon behind the Fool. And we also have like a little ship here, like the Six of Swords here. So sometimes something can kind of scare us off there, but the Fool is reminding you to have a sense of humor, a sense of inspiration and engagement, and look at this as a chance to get things moving, all right? So if something wasn't moving before, the week ahead is going to really open that up. Please tune in tomorrow to the Weekend Collective, and we'll dig in a little bit more to see what this week is bringing in store for us. By the way, just a program note, I'm going to do it about an hour earlier, just because there's a parade going on close to where I live, so I want to make sure that there's no street noises. So 8 o'clock Pacific time tomorrow. Okay, so the Fool here again is about new beginnings. It's okay if things didn't start correctly the first time. It's just a matter of continuing to try until everything comes into alignment. All right. And yes, it is a full moon in Scorpio. It's named a strawberry moon because it's harvest. This is when they were harvested. So that's why it is called that. Again, everybody is welcome here today for this component. We'll do maybe an elemental thing in just a moment. Here's the current influences, and the current influences are really around movement when it comes to projects, developing things a little bit more. This is, for some of you, overdue recognition. I mean, I love the Three of Pentacles. Traditionally, this is also a card of mastery. So if there's anything that, again, you were trying to get done, didn't finish, now is the time to finish up, complete that task, and really allow yourself to just sit back and say, I did this. Who cares what other people think? I did it. And that's always one piece that I would emphasize with the Three of Pentacles is we may seek out that acknowledgement, like job well done, gold star, A+, but at the end of the day, the star is within, just like the Hermit. So you're kind of holding that sense of fulfillment and completion within yourself. And as long as you celebrate that today, that's a great thing. Good day for journaling, setting intentions, great day to read, great day for studying. All of these things are part of the Three of Pentacles. It should be a productive day, folks, overall. And this full moon, sometimes a full moon can feel a little heavy. This one isn't feeling so heavy. It may be a little bit difficult tonight sleeping. I know in Central Europe, it's already in the wee hours of the morning. Here, it's only 3 in the afternoon where I'm at, but I know that many of you are already, into the evening hours. I think we're all kind of going to experience the full moon at the same clock time, which is 8 p.m. here. But for those of you sleeping tonight, it may be a little restless, and even tomorrow, depending on when you look at this. So give yourself extra time, extra care. Now, the Four of Swords in reverse also is hinting at what this full moon is bringing into your life right now. So with this energy coming in, what we're seeing is a chance to really move things forward. And so I see people talking about the sign that it's in, Sagittarius, Scorpio, whatever. We're focusing on the energy here of the full moon. And what we're seeing here is a lot of movement, a lot of change. And for some of you, maybe going so fast that you're not taking a moment to just breathe. So please focus on just breathing and being as present as possible and allowing for certain things in your life to just sort of ease out or to go and sort of like the Four of Swords, there's, we talk about this on the channel a lot. There's different cards for death. Six of Swords, Four of Swords, the Death card itself, Judgment, to name a few. The Fool is one of them as well. They represent movement and passage in your life. And the Four of Swords reminds you that when you take enough time to meditate, to rest, and just to be present without pushing an agenda or a schedule, inspiration, insight, and information can come into your life. So this is a chance to just kind of be present. Please do give yourself adequate time to rest. It's important. I can't underline enough how valuable that is for me. I need to make sure I get enough sleep when I'm doing things so that I can be the best possible intuitive. So we're doing pretty good on time. Why don't we go ahead and do an elemental check-in? This will give each of you that are watching a chance to check in based on your signs. So the way that this works is I'm going to pull one card for each of the three signs that will be grouped under fire, earth, air, and water. Don't worry, I'll specify what each of those is as we go through it. Let's go ahead now and pull some cards. Let's see. Okay, so looking at the elements for some sign-specific information to help you navigate all the opportunities in this full moon. Fire, earth, air, and water. They're all pretty good. Bookended with 2 sixes, all really positive cards and energies. Another card of movement, which is nicely aligned with what we were talking about. Let's begin with fire, which comprises Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So I mentioned one of the other cards around movement and passage in your life, the Six of Cups. This is Six of Cups, not Six of Swords. So Six of Cups. For you, this is really a chance for you to, the Six of Swords is at the end. This is a chance to have some fun today. So for all my fire signs, say yes to invitations. If there's a party, a gathering, or a networking event for you, this is a time to really connect with those people in your life and get yourself out there. This is also a time to spend with the closest people in your life, whether it's a best friend, your family, your children, or if you just want to work a little bit on developing your friendships and relationships. People come in a very large way. Inner child healing and work can also be done. Someone in the comments actually asked me, like, what is the inner child? And I always make the assumption that that's kind of self-evident, but the inner child is the young version of ourself that sometimes we just weren't allowed to fully embrace or live in because parents, school, society, etc. pushed us to go down a path that didn't feel right. So we kind of have this younger version of ourselves that still wants to have some fun, still wants to chase some of the dreams that we weren't allowed to maybe chase, or be our authentic selves that, maybe you had to bury that. It's actually really appropriate. We're entering into Pride Month, so some of you weren't allowed to sort of just be the person that you were born to be. So it can be as specific as that and literal as that, or it can be, maybe you had a dream, a goal, career goal or something where you weren't allowed to do that. And so the Six of Cups is saying, have some fun, play around with that aspect of your inner self, your younger self, and bring it to the front right now. So yes, it can be people, but it can also be playing with the inner child and allowing it to teach you, because we come into this planet basically just the way we need to be. Unfortunately, society and teachers and all of these sort of systems come in and we forget our divinity, we forget our purpose. So this card is about rediscovering that, celebrating that, not asking for permission, and just kind of looking. If we look really closely at this card, we can see her wistfully looking back kind of at childhood perhaps too. So you're still young at heart. Do something with that energy and have some fun. Hey, Apollo, you want to say hi to everybody before you leave? Yes, I see you walking by trying to say, nobody pay attention to me. So Apollo is a great way, pets in general, if you need to have a little bit of fun with the inner child. If you're lucky enough to have nieces, nephews, or pets in your life, now's the time to kind of connect with those energies. I'll let him go. He wants to go sunbathe, but I wanted to bring him up because it was also perfectly appropriate for what we were talking about. All right, let's move on from fire to earth. This is for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Wow, what a great card. The Magician is coming through to remind you of your capacity to create, to move things forward, and really to focus on expansive ideas. Magician and High Priestess, we never want to have sort of limiting thoughts when this card comes through. So today is really a fantastic time to work your magic, either literally or symbolically. So sitting down and writing out your plan, visualizing things, starting something that you like, focusing. Really the key to the Magician's success will be two things: belief in the Magician's magic, and then also focusing on using whatever element is appropriate to the Magician. So I believe that this is a really powerful day for manifestation. The moon intensifies and kind of like expands upon that a bit. And wow, what a great energy. Chemistry is also a component of this card. So if you need to have a really important conversation, first date, so some sort of an interaction with someone, your chemistry is also kind of in a really nice place with this as well. All right. Not much to not like about this card. It's fantastic. I feel like you're going to have a great weekend. And if you put your energy to good use, you can actually see some manifestation begin. Okay. Let's move on from my earth signs to the air signs: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You're very focused on business. Some of you might be working like me today or this weekend. You might be focusing on your fiscal or money matters. You might also just be getting on top of sort of organizing things in your life. I love how we see the king up there, but we also see all of this sort of energy. It's like in the crown chakra saying, I can do this, I'm worth this. Self-worth definitely equals net worth. And so valuing yourself and fighting for that value is an important piece of this. So if someone isn't giving you what you're worth, if you're working too hard but not feeling a return on that energy, today is a great day to set that into balance. And the King of Pentacles can pretty much get what he wants when it comes to new projects, new ideas, personal development, all of that. So when I pulled the Three of Pentacles earlier, this is really connecting nicely to all of the air signs out there. So this could be a productive weekend if you'd like it to be. The King of Pentacles also treats himself. Like he's not afraid to spend a little bit of money on himself or someone else. So this might be a day where your generosity is coming through. Hey buddy, what you doing back here? He said, I'm busy cleaning up this bed here. All right, so let's move into our water signs. This is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. You got the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords connecting nicely. We have these two cards around movement. So the 6 and the 4, let's talk about the difference. This is more of a passive card. 4 of Swords is sort of like letting things in their own time pass it into, onto the horizon. So examples of this can actually be, if you don't call someone, if you don't do something for a while, you kind of fall out of the habit of that being a part of your life, and just naturally it eases out. So sometimes we just stop going to a certain restaurant, whatever. It's a slow and steady sort of easing out. The Six of Swords is a lot more you steering the ship. So there's some things in your life that are calling to you right now and saying, we need you to more actively say yes or no. We need you to more actively possibly move in a new direction so that you can open up things in your life. So for some of you, this could be literal. There could be a job opportunity that requires a move. You might be dating someone long distance. There may be an opportunity to also take your ideas and bring them to a larger audience. So the key component here is movement and travel, and you steering the ship, not waiting for it to come to you or not waiting for someone to get the hint. This is, I'm getting a very active sort of energy with this. So good things can come of that. And there's a great part of this at the end of the day where you think, I did this. I set out to do something and I did it. So overall, if we, again, look at all of the energy here for the different elements, it's pretty good. We have nary a tricky one in the spread. This is about connecting to the people that you love and also to a younger part of yourself. This is about creation. This is about productivity. And this is about movement. I like it. This is a good full moon when we look at it across the elements. And then when we take a look at past, present, and future influences, also good. If there was a false start, it's going to go the right direction here. And if you've been feeling bored and waiting for things to pick up, it feels like you're going to wish that you had some of that downtime, because the Four of Swords is the antithesis of boring. So I quite like all of the energy that we see here for this full moon. Let me take a moment just to see what members are saying in chat real quick. Feels like everybody's doing great here. Let's see what you voted on here. Some of you are tired. I'm kind of interested to see that. I guess new moons and full moons definitely have a different energy. Sometimes in a new moon, there's a lot of optimism. So let's pull a single card here for everybody that voted and see what you can do to kind of overcome that exhaustion in your life. And then we'll end with a final card reading. So if you have a question that I haven't yet answered, you can ask that in just a moment. But first things first, let's see how you can practice better self-care in this moment. And we'll take it from there. So what's going on what can you do in this moment to create a feeling of energy and maybe inspiration, just kind of getting out of that exhaustion? Okay, we're going to clarify that one for sure. Okay, so the energy of exhaustion came with the devil. The devil is this feeling like you're trapped in certain patterns. For some of you, you may be stuck in a rut in relationships, in work, just generally having a hard time shaking off a certain thought process. And so this is really about liberating yourself from many times just that idea, that thought process. The Prince of Pentacles or the Knight of Pentacles is a couple things here. In my head, I got the message, you can, I can. So one of the things that you can put out there to yourself is, I can do this, I will do this. I really feel this sense of potential and possibility and engagement. It's also willingness to ask for what you want. So you could say, this is really important to me. Can we make this happen? How can we make this happen? Is even more powerful than can we? Because you're not giving them an option of saying no, saying this is what I need, how can we make it work? So really using your communication skills to bring forth what it is that you need and to step away from anything or anyone in your life where the limits or the boxes are put around you. This is basically saying you can do it. There's something about this that's coming through as can't, won't, shouldn't, and this is really about embracing the possibilities. So it's antithetical to what that is, and that's what we were looking for as a way to clarify it. Okay? Now is your chance to focus on a question that's specific to you. So whether you're chatting or watching this live or watching it later, it doesn't matter. Focus on a single question, and let's pull one last card, and then I'll wrap it up for this very short impromptu. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Focus on your question, whatever it might be. This is, for each of you, going to be slightly different. Let's see what the energy has to say. Okay, so for some of you, there may be either sort of like it's difficult concentrating or there's too many options and you're asking the universe, hey, what am I supposed to do? So with the Seven of Cups, one of the things that's lacking in that is specificity. So if we throw out a really wide net to the universe and it's sort of like, send me a job or send me a lover or send me a house, it's so general that it may take a while or you may be getting a lot of false starts or things that don't fit. So one thing that you can do right now is really focus on being more specific. There's a little bit of a daydreaming, research, development, discovery piece to the Seven of Cups, which is good. So I would say don't rush through the daydreaming portion. It's kind of like when you go shopping for a new outfit for an event. You kind of get to imagine some things, try on some new things, try on some different personas. That's kind of what this is. It's the changing room in your mind saying, how about this? What if that? So allow yourself to what if a little bit and then get to the point where you're like, this feels the best. Let me focus on this and let's see how we can open it up. Definitely, if you're feeling unclear, ask questions. If you're fixated on something, articulating it and saying what you need to say is going to free you from all of this sort of thought. And usually, Seven of Cups, it's just making things more confusing or complicated than it needs to be. So keep it simple is what the universe is also saying with that. All right? I hope you all enjoyed this today. Before anyone says anything, I randomly will kind of pick some of these impromptus to be specific for the members. It also gives me a little bit less to moderate, so that's why I decided to do members only today. Everybody can watch this. It will be available on replay, and this is just a way to say thanks. So thanks to all of my members who are here. I appreciate your presence here. And if you would like to join me, First of all, everybody that's here is already subscribed. But if you're watching this on replay and you want to show support, it's free to subscribe. It's a great way to say thanks, and it's a great way to give back. Additionally, let's see, if you would like to join me across social media for reminders or recaps, I'd love to have you. Please do that. And a reminder that I do not give any private readings, so if anyone does that, it isn't me. Thanks in advance to everybody that gave back with super stickers or super chat. I hope to do more of these types of readings in the future. And again, some of them are available for everybody. Some of them I'm doing as members only, just because I wanted to give some perks, and it makes it a little easier. I think we just got a new member, so let me double check on that, and I'll recognize anybody that just joined today. So let's see here. So we have a few new members today. So Roxana, Rebecca, Norma, Hokulani, I hope I said that correctly, and Erica. So good to have some new people join today. And let's see, we also got a few contributions. April, thank you so much. You're always great about giving back, and I know that I think you're already a member on top of that, so much appreciated. All right, folks, just a couple of notes. I'll be here tomorrow to do the Weekend Collective. You can vote now on the main channel page, not the channel page, but the discussion page, community tab, you know what I'm talking about. And it'll be at 8 a.m. tomorrow instead of 9:30, just because there's going to be some city noises and I wanted to avoid that. And then I'll be resuming all of the monthly readings. Again, I do it every Monday, Thursday, and Friday. And right after this, I got to do the daily card read, so I'm going to keep this short. Lots of love from me to all of you. Thank you, Meek, as well, for joining. I think I caught everybody that joined as a member today. Good to have the new folks here, and we'll do more of these, okay? I'm trying to incorporate. I think I'll maybe keep the celestial ones as members only, and then occasionally some of the bonus ones, just as a way to keep the room a little bit more intimate and say hi to all of you. All right, thanks, everybody. Have a great full moon. This is going to be a good one based on what I saw. Take care of yourself tonight. Do something like an Epsom salt bath or a bubble bath. Really take care if you can get a massage or something like that. These are all great things to do on a full moon. All right. Much love and light. See you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.